Hi there, and welcome to this edition of the Calvin Chronicles. You may have heard of the movie Bad Santa, but did you know that there once was a real-life Bad Santa in West Texas? In this video, we'll visit Cisco, Texas, home of the Santa Claus bank robbery of 1927.
First bus trip in Southeast Asia.
Actor Billy Bob Thornton starred on the big screen as Bad Santa, but while I was working on a project in West Texas, I learned about a real-life bank robbery involving Santa Claus, and I was fortunate to run into somebody from town who was willing to share more information about that, and we're just going to jump right in.
Well, I'm Tammy Douglas. I was born and raised here in Cisco. I am mayor, executive director to the Chamber of Commerce, and executive director to the Conrad Hilton Center. It was December 23rd, 1927, so we're coming up on almost 100 years for this. We're pretty excited about it. Our bank is still standing. It was our first our first national bank here in Cisco, which is still located on Conrad Hilton Boulevard in the 700 block. And some men walked in dressed up as Santa Claus and robbed our bank. There was some gunfire exchanged. People were taken hostage. People were, from even other businesses across the street could hear the exchange of the gunfire and was taking cover for their lives. There was a pursuit of those I believe there was 4 of those men. And one of them was shot and killed on the spot there at the bank. Some of them did get away. And so became a huge manhunt in the state of Texas for the bank robbery. They didn't get away with a lot of money itself. In today's terms, I guess not a lot, but a lot of banknotes and CDs and those things they did get away with. The story is that I've always heard they weren't very smart. The guy that was sitting in the car, the runaway, car, he forgot to fill it up with gas, and so they run out of gas.
Wow.
And while they run out of gas, a 16-year-old male stopped to help them because he had no clue who they were. And actually, I think gave them some gas, and they were able to get back on the road. He then later identified them as the bank robbers. Didn't know. They also then, because they run out of some money and gas, some other times, they stopped another family, and I think even take a little girl hostage. Some of them were apprehended. 2 years after some of them were still in our local jail, county jail. They were the last known lynching in the state of Texas happened in our county seat, which was Eastland, with one of the bank robbers.
And if I remember right, that was because they tried to escape. Yes. And then ended up shooting somebody else in law enforcement.
Yes.
So
yeah, we had a county sheriff, a deputy sheriff, and our sheriff both got killed in that gunfire, and so it became just a time and period in which it was really kind of a Bonnie and Clyde type experience for us. They went as far as Graham, Texas. They were on the run for quite a few days before they were all apprehended. They spent many days, in fact, a couple of years in jail waiting trial. But people got a little tired of that, and so that's how that lynching took place at our county seat. I haven't been to the jail where they were housed in Eastland, but I've been told that they actually, there is markings where they actually carved their name in the wall there, and so I just found that out just about 2 months ago. So wow. I'm kind of excited to get to go see that.
I've driven by the jail, but I haven't been in. It looks like they have special times that you can enter.
Yeah, you can call the sheriff department. They said they open up to anyone, let them in and stuff.
That was pretty interesting. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. So I've seen the bank, and it's just cool to see the story because if I remember right, they said that at the time this was before Bonnie and Clyde, so they said that this was one of the biggest crimes in the state, if not the country, for that time. So it's really interesting.
And And it was stated as the largest manhunt in the state of Texas at one time, you know, because of its notorious, you know, for their notorious use of gunfire and exchange between everyone.
So, and it was certainly not something that was happening all the time. So
No.
there was a lot of excitement and probably nervousness
You know,
in the town.
and since that, there's been a play made of that, and the guy that owns that, Billy Smith, still owns the rights to that play, and he used to perform at him. He was a drama teacher out at Cisco College,
Okay.
and he actually wrote the play for that and then had it performed here locally, and I went to it probably 3 different times. Absolutely loved the play. I would love to see a screenwriting of it, you know, and get it on TV, because I think the setting of it is just absolutely perfect, set in the 1920s and
Right.
during the Depression era, and getting, you know, people to understand, you know, that actually took place right here in Cisco.
And that's the story of the Santa Claus bank robbery. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did and want to see more stories like this, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you following me on my journey, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.